Oh, come back. Actually, no, I should check something real quick. Excuse me a second. The game's gonna stop. Oh, let's see. Did I accidentally record like a 2-second episode at one point? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I have another episode after this one to record. I miscounted. I accidentally recorded an episode that was 0 seconds long. So we have basically half an hour, by my count, to unlock however much stuff we can in the game. I guess velocity is still a good one for locking stuff, I feel like, so we can see what we can do. Just play around with the different characters. Eugene H. Krabs. Does Puff also have her last name? No. Sheldon J. Plantain. Everyone else has their full names. But for some reason not Puff's. They also sometimes they capitalize the Bob and Pants in SpongeBob's name, sometimes not. It's always very odd. Is this actually decent stats for this? I'm gonna go with this one, I think. There's no reason for them to be dinghies, really. In fact, them being longboats would probably be better. But let's try out the different characters and see. But one thing that I always found interesting was that the PSP version specifically of Yellow Avenger actually included Puff's first name, which I don't remember. I don't remember what it is. I think that's like one of the only 2 pieces of media ever to refer to her by her first name. And it was the same one in both, I think. I kind of like all these pans, but at the same time, there's not too much to see. Wait, this is Goo Lagoon? By what standards?
All right, here we go. 3, 2,
Okay.
1, go!
Weird thing to insist.
To the rocking chair.
I didn't realize those, like... I didn't realize the thing that Puff is in right now, or Plankton, was actually a longboat. I didn't get an air hit though. Can somebody get a combo at some point, please? This is a good place to multiplier. Or not. I don't get the multiplier if I'm not the one to knock my opponent into the wall.
Oof.
There we go.
I'm missing a 50-foot python in case anyone sees her.
What? How do they come up with these bits of dialogue? Seriously.
Hey, everything looks so tiny from up here.
It's very, very random. Also, the bonus points I get for not having Floridon are probably not worth it. Oh, crap.
9, 8.
Okay. I do like how Barker Boy's just a passenger. Yeah, that no floor bonus is very small. So is low tire traction is also a very small bonus. So I should probably do something different instead for getting points. At least in the sense of again checking that they say that's Goo Lagoon. Why is Jellyfish Field's Goo Lagoon? I should probably not use those special gameplay options. The number of points they give me is basically nil. Cruisers is probably still my best option though. No slippy. Always for it. And longboats I think are probably a good choice. Because longboats are they're big targets. They can't really stay out of your way too easily. It's easy getting them stuck on walls and whatnot. They're hardy. I don't like driving them, but I'll happily make my opponents drive them. I think it's kind of funny. Every time I play as someone, I think to myself, man, I don't actually get to see that much dialogue. Fins, sharp. I don't actually get to hear that much dialogue from the character I'm playing as. I think the reason is, it's not that people actually talk that often in this game, it's more that there are always so many characters in one race, all together. You just inevitably end up hearing a lot of dialogue in total. I don't know if this is actually going to be that great for getting points, though, now I think about it here. Well, that's super, super short, but there's also just not that much opportunity to load up big combos on these big open turns. I should have hung out a little bit more at the end there, actually. I ended up being useful, actually, at the end. There might be a better level for all this. Also, I don't think Squidward... Did Squidward ever see anything at all that whole time? I admit I wasn't paying too much attention, but you just hear everyone else instead. Alright, commute, might as well try. This is Squidward's daily drive to work. Yeah, it does make sense in universe, of course. The story is that SpongeBob's getting his license, so playing as SpongeBob makes sense, and also he's the one that will probably attract the most players, so to speak. Having him front and center and whatnot. But I do wish I got to play around a bit more with the other characters in the single player mode as well. In Learning to Drive School.
I hope you're ready. 3, 2.
Just because they're here and I want to appreciate them. I like how some of the boats make their own noises too. I didn't realize until just now that this is too wide open here, isn't it? The submarine also makes its own sounds. It's like sonar sounds. Like constant. I think some boats in there, after they're going a certain speed, make a certain sound or something. And you also gotta be careful though, if you're not moving enough.
I call that finesse.
If you aren't moving enough, even if you're making contact with someone else, you won't get any points unless your combo won't keep going. Patrick, go away.
There ain't no stopping me now.
That was a really diabolical looking squid on the top left right for a second there. Ow. Buff.
You please.
I do find it a little bit disappointing that your
Do what I think you did.
attempts all have to be so short in this game mode.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good job, Squiddy. As many points. Yeah, that one, I didn't realize how open the, hey, that's the tree dome. I wonder if that's also a balcony bottom. But, I didn't realize how open that one lane would be. I don't know how well this one's gonna work, but we can see. The turns in this one in particular will probably give some interesting results. So right now we're basically getting 1,000 points or so for each race. So we might get close to getting 50,000 by the end. I'm not sure. So that's 15 races about. And there's the exit. As far as I can tell, well, I'm curious if all this stuff was original. I'm curious. I don't remember. So Battlefront Bottom, how many of the so supposedly Glove World was supposed to be included in Battlefront Bottom originally, and I think they had made some assets for it. I don't remember how many assets they had made though. So I don't know if this Glove World backdrop might actually be using models from Battlefront Bottom's Glove World or not. That would be interesting if so. So much for that combo. That wasn't even any points, actually. Jeez. Jeez, is that it? Yeah, this one's also too short, I think, to get all that many points. It's probably the number of these. I do think that the shell and back was pretty good, though. I just wanted to explore the different maps a little bit. I think this one's probably the best. For my purposes. A lot of pink. Close enough. No pink for Patrick. I think the Mobile's actually pink, but... which is kind of hard to tell when it's invisible. I'm so disappointed it's not totally invisible. It's the translucent Mobile. Oh well. Maybe it's one of the later unlockable boats that I don't get to see later. If we unlock it. That is very purple.
2, 1.
That was in a pink boat. I will say I appreciate how much dialogue there is in this game, in the sense of every character seems to have a lot of lines. Darn. So it's not repetitive. I still keep hearing people say new things. Yeah, this course is the right combination of claustrophobic and relatively comfortable to navigate. And also having some airtime. Gives the opportunities for plenty and plenty of points. Oh, good. Got an issue here. Probably getting a decent amount. Decent. It's definitely not 2,000 points though. 40,000. Carrot, that was called. That's what all my points were using. So 10,000 more points.
2, 1.
And didn't Spongebob also say that? It's funny seeing them reuse stock pictures on the figures on the top left too. And some have like different shading styles and whatnot too. Like the one where Patrick's yelling in joy has shading on it, the other ones don't. This game is a big mishmash of a bunch of things. I'm curious what the ratio of like original content to content made by someone else somewhere else is. In the end, it actually ends up going all together very surprisingly cohesively. Actually makes a decent enough experience in the end regardless.
Can you slow down a little and let me catch up?
That's probably enough to cash in. It's Spongebob. I'll take it. can play as someone else too on the same course, but that's definitely the right way to get points. And I'll do one more this episode, I think. Yeah, this is one of those annoying things where you press right, it actually moves your selection to the left, because pressing right rotates everything to the right. Ah. Right for the crab. Yeah, just a couple more of this should give me the last of the boats. So I think next episode we'll be able to get everything left in the game. Yeah, you can watch the credits and walk away into the sunset. I definitely have some thoughts on this game. I only just now noticed the color of Spongebob's hands is not the same color as his head. This loading screen. That bothers me a bit.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go!
Alright. Jeez. All these sonars. Very localized damage here. I have precisely one part of my boat destroyed. Oh, come on, I hit someone at the end there. Oh, I'm being pushed ahead of everyone.
How many times do I have to show you why I'm the boss?
Oh. I accidentally hit the handbrake. I guess that worked out for the better. I'll take it. 42,000. We're getting there.
All right, here we go. 3,
It's actually 43,000 really. If you just keep up a combo the entire time in this race, you're probably gonna get something pretty amazing.
Time is money. Time is money.
I'm gonna lose my combo if I don't. There we go. If everyone gets in too bad of a deadlock, you actually lose your combo since you have to. It's not touching others continually necessarily that gives you points, you have to collide with them. The one exception really is grinding, but you still need to both be moving for grinding to work, I think. This is how we do it. We're actually gonna eliminate some people at this rate. This is what I was looking for. I could have gone even further too, jeez. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, so 6,000 points, like that's just that's over 10% of the total points you need in the whole game. Hot Runner. I didn't have that one? So I think in theory, you could actually, in theory, if you were doing the 5-lap version of that, you could probably, and it would be really hard to not destroy your boat in the process, but you could probably, in theory, actually unlock everything in the game in a single run if you just get a super massive combo. Hot Rodder. That's the new one. The other one's a bit of an odd looking one. Okay. Oh, yeah, next episode. Whoops. Well, we'll finish everything up next episode. Bye, everyone.